pain. We all experience it. It is a universal human condition that touches every single one of us. But what if I told you that your pain, your struggles, your darkest moments could become the very fuel that propels you to greatness? What if I said that within your pain lies dormant power waiting to be awakened? My friends, today we are going to embark on a journey of transformation, of rebirth, of turning our pain into power. Are you ready? Are you willing to look at your pain not as a burden but as a gift? Because that is exactly what it is. A gift that can propel you to heights you have never imagined. I want you to close your eyes for a moment. Think about that pain you are carrying. Maybe it is a recent heartbreak, a failure at work, a loss of a loved one, or a childhood trauma that still haunts you. Feel it. Acknowledge it. But here's where we change the game. Instead of letting that pain crush you, I want you to see it as a springboard. Pain is not your enemy. Pain is your teacher. Pain is your guide. Pain is the chisel that is sculpting you into the masterpiece you are meant to be. When you start to view your pain this way, something magical happens. You stop being a victim and start becoming the architect of your own destiny. The most successful, the most inspiring, the most impactful people in history, they all had one thing in common. They did not avoid pain. They did not run from it. They embraced it, they learned from it, and they used it as fuel to change the world. Think about Nelson Mandela, 27 years in prison. Can you imagine that kind of pain? But did he let it break him? No. He turned that pain into a power that changed an entire nation. Or consider Oprah Winfrey, a childhood marred by poverty and abuse, but she did not let that pain define her. She used it as a catalyst to become one of the most influential women in the world. You might be thinking, but Wayne, those are exceptional people. I'm just an ordinary person dealing with ordinary pain. And to that I say, there is no such thing as ordinary pain or ordinary people. Your pain is unique to you, and so is your power to transform it. Every single one of you has a reservoir of untapped potential within. Your pain is not a roadblock. It is the key to unlocking that potential. It is time to stop asking, why me? And start asking, what can I learn from this? How can I grow from this? How can I use this to become stronger, wiser, more compassionate? I am not saying this transformation is easy. It is not about positive thinking or wishful daydreaming. It is about doing the hard work of self-reflection, of challenging your perceptions, of rewriting the stories you tell yourself. When you are in the midst of pain, it is easy to feel like you are drowning. But I want you to remember this. You are not drowning. You are being cleansed. You are not falling apart. You are falling into place. Your pain is not punishment. It is preparation for something greater. Fear often accompanies pain, does not it? Fear of more hurt, fear of failure, fear of the unknown. But here's a paradigm shift for you. If fear is just an acronym for false evidence appearing real, most of what we fear never comes to pass. And even if it does, you are stronger than you know. You have survived 100 of your worst days so far. You are still here, still breathing, still fighting. I want you to start seeing your fears not as stop signs, but as signposts. They are pointing you in the direction of your growth. What you fear most is often what you need to do most. So the next time fear shows up, I want you to thank it. Thank it for showing you where you need to go next. Forgiveness. Many of you are carrying pain inflicted by others. The betrayal of a friend, the rejection of a loved one, the abuse from someone who should have protected you. And you might be thinking, Wayne, you do not understand. What they did is unforgivable. But here's the truth. Forgiveness is not about condoning what happened to you. It is not about saying it was okay. Forgiveness is about setting yourself free. When you hold on to resentment, when you nurse your grudges, you are not hurting the other person. You are hurting yourself. You are drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself. It is about reclaiming your power. It is about saying, what you did to me will no longer have power over me. I release you, and in doing so, I release myself. Remember, forgiveness does not happen in an instant. It is a process, a journey. But with each step you take on that journey, you are turning your pain into power. You are reclaiming pieces of yourself that you thought were lost forever. Shift gears and talk about purpose. Many of you might be thinking, what's the point of all of this pain? What's the purpose? And that, my friends, is exactly the right question to ask, because when you start seeking purpose in your pain, that is when the alchemy begins. Your purpose is not something you need to create or invent. Your purpose is already within you, often buried beneath layers of pain, doubt, and fear. And here's the beautiful paradox. Your pain is often the compass that leads you to your purpose. Think about it. What are the experiences that have shaped you most profoundly? What are the challenges that have forced you to grow? What are the obstacles that have made you stronger? In answering these questions, you all often find clues to your purpose. Maybe your struggle with depression will lead you to become a mental health advocate, helping others find light in their darkness. Perhaps your experience of growing up in poverty will fuel your passion for economic justice. Your battle with a chronic illness might inspire you to become a healthcare innovator. Your pain is not random. It is not meaningless. It is preparing you for a purpose that only you can fulfill. Your wounds become your wisdom. Your tests become your testimony. Your mess becomes your message. I want you to start asking yourself, how can I use my pain to serve others? How can my struggles become a source of strength for someone else? Because when you start living with this mindset, something miraculous happens. Your pain no longer diminishes you. It enlarges you. It expands your capacity for empathy, for compassion, for making a difference in the world. Perspective is everything. It is not what happens to you that determines your life. It is how you interpret what happens to you. And here's the liberating truth. You have the power to choose your perspective. When you are in pain, it is easy to zoom in, to focus on all the details of your suffering. But I want you to practice zooming out. See your pain in the larger context of your life. See your life in the larger context of human history. When you do this, you all realize that your pain, as intense as it might feel right now, is just a chapter in your story. It is not the whole book. Remember, the darkest hour is just before dawn. The butterfly struggles the most just before it breaks free from its cocoon. Your pain might be intense right now, but it is preparing you for a breakthrough. It is strengthening you for your next level of growth. I want you to start reframing your pain. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Ask, what is this teaching me? Instead of saying, I can't handle this, say, this is making me stronger. Instead of thinking my life is falling apart, think my life is falling into place. Your words have power. The stories you tell yourself shape your reality. So choose your words carefully. Speak to yourself with kindness, with encouragement, with faith in your ability to turn your pain into power. Action. All the perspective shifts in the world won't make a difference if you do not take action. Knowledge without action is like having a powerful car but never turning the ignition. You have got to move. You have got to act. You have got to do something with your pain. Start small if you need to. Maybe it is just getting out of bed when depression is weighing you down. Maybe it is making that phone call you have been avoiding out of fear. Maybe it is writing one page of that book you have always wanted to write. Whatever it is, take that first step and then the next, and then the next. Remember, you do not have to see the whole staircase to take the first step. You just need the courage to begin. And with each step you take, you are building momentum. You are building confidence. You are turning your pain into power. I want you to start setting goals. Not just any goals, but goals that scare you a little. Goals that push you out of your comfort zone. Because here is the truth. Your comfort zone might feel safe, but it is not where growth happens. Growth happens when you dare to step into the unknown. When you dare to believe in possibilities beyond your pain. Write down your goals, make them specific, make them measurable, give them deadlines, and then every single day, do something, no matter how small that moves you towards those goals. Because every action you take is a declaration to the universe that you are more than your pain. You are a force to be reckoned with. Community. Turning pain into power is not a journey you have to take alone. In fact, it is not a journey you should take alone. We are stronger together. We heal together. We grow together. Find your tribe. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, who support your growth, who challenge you to be your best self. And equally important, be that person for others. Because when you lift others up, you lift yourself up too. Share your story. Your vulnerability is your strength. When you open up about your pain, about your struggles, you give others permission to do the same. You create a space for authentic connection, for mutual support, for collective healing. And remember, asking for help is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of wisdom. It is a recognition that we are all interconnected, that we all have something to learn from each other. So reach out, seek support, allow others to be there for you, just as you would be there for them. Gratitude might seem like the last thing on your mind when you are in pain, but gratitude is one of the most powerful tools you have for transforming your pain into power. Start a gratitude practice. Every day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. And here is the kicker. I want you to find things to be grateful for in your pain. Maybe you are grateful for the strength it is revealing in you. Maybe you are grateful for the compassion it is teaching you. Maybe you are grateful for the clarity it is bringing to your life. When you practice gratitude, you are training your mind to look for the good, even in the midst of challenges. You are reminding yourself that even in your darkest moments, there is still light. And as you do this consistently, you all notice a shift. Your pain does not disappear, but it no longer consumes you. It becomes a part of your story, not the whole story. Self-care. When you are in pain, it is easy to neglect yourself. But this is precisely when you need to take care of yourself the most. Your body, your mind, your spirit, they are the vehicles through which you all turn your pain into power. So you need to nurture them. Exercise regularly. Eat nourishing food. Get enough sleep. Meditate. Read inspiring books. Listen to uplifting music. Spend time in nature. Do things that bring you joy, that make you feel alive. Because when you take care of yourself, you are sending a powerful message to your subconscious mind. You are saying, I am worthy of care. I am worthy of love. I am worthy of healing. And speaking of healing, let's address the misconception that healing means the complete absence of pain. Healing is not about erasing your scars. It is about wearing them with pride, knowing that each scar tells a story of survival, of resilience, of transformation. Your healed self is not your pre-pain self. Your healed self is stronger, wiser, more compassionate. Your healed self knows how to turn pain into power. So do not aim for a pain-free life. Aim for a life where pain no longer controls you, where pain becomes your ally in growth, your partner in transformation. I want to talk about faith, and I am not necessarily talking about religious faith, although that can certainly be a powerful source of strength for many. I am talking about faith in yourself, faith in your ability to overcome, faith in the inherent goodness of life, even when life feels anything but good. Faith is what keeps you going when everything seems hopeless. Faith is what helps you take that next step when you can't see the path ahead. Faith is what allows you to believe in a better tomorrow, even when today feels unbearable. Cultivate your faith. Feed it with positive affirmations. Nourish it with inspiring stories of others who have overcome similar challenges. Strengthen it by keeping the promises you make to yourself. Because when you have faith in yourself, you become unstoppable. Creativity. Pain often blocks our creative channels. It makes us feel stuck, stagnant, unable to express ourselves. But here is the paradox. Pain can also be a powerful catalyst for creativity. Some of the most beautiful art, the most moving music, the most profound literature, they have all emerged from places of deep pain. So I want you to explore your creativity, right? Paint, sing, dance, build, create. Use your pain as raw material for your art. Because in doing so, you are not just expressing yourself. You are transforming your pain into something beautiful, something meaningful, something powerful. The elephant in the room, setbacks. As you embark on this journey of turning your pain into power, you will face setbacks. You all have days when the pain feels overwhelming. You all have moments when you feel like giving up. And that is okay. That is normal. That is human. But here's what I want you to remember. A setback is not a defeat. It is not a sign that you are failing. It is simply a part of the process. It is an opportunity to learn, to adjust your approach, to come back stronger. When you face a setback, do not beat yourself up. Be kind to yourself. Speak to yourself as you would to a dear friend who's struggling. Remind yourself of how far you have come. Remind yourself of your strength, your resilience, your capacity to overcome. And then get back up. Dust yourself off. Take another step forward, because every time you do this, you are building your resilience muscle. You are proving to yourself that you are stronger than your setbacks, that you are more powerful than your pain. Legacy. Have you ever thought about the legacy you want to leave behind? Because here is the truth. Your pain and how you choose to deal with it will be a significant part of your legacy. Will you be remembered as someone who was crushed by their pain? Or will you be remembered as someone who used their pain as a catalyst for growth, for change, for making a positive impact in the world? I want you to start thinking about your pain, not just in terms of how it affects you, but in terms of how your response to it could inspire others. How could your story of turning pain into power give hope to someone else who's struggling? How could your resilience in the face of adversity inspire the next generation to face their challenges with courage? Your pain is not just about you. It is about the ripple effect you create in the world by how you choose to respond to your pain. So choose wisely. Choose courageously. Choose in a way that will make you proud when you look back on your life. We're near the end of our time together. I want to leave you with this thought. You are not your pain. Your pain is something you experience, but it does not define you. You are so much more than your struggles, your challenges, your wounds. You are a being of infinite potential. You are resilience personified. You are a force of nature capable of weathering any storm and emerging stronger on the other side. Your pain does not diminish your light. It makes it shine brighter. Your struggles do not weaken you. They reveal your strength. Your challenges do not limit you. They expand your capacity for growth, for love, for making a difference in the world. I challenge you. No, I dare you to look at your pain differently from this moment on. See it not as your enemy, but as your teacher, not as your burden, but as your opportunity, not as your weakness, but as the source of your greatest power. Because when you do this, when you commit to turning your pain into power, you become unstoppable. You become an inspiration. You become a force for positive change in the world. Remember, the world does not need more people who have not suffered. The world needs more people who have suffered, who have struggled, who have faced adversity, and who have used that experience to become more compassionate, more resilient, more determined to make a positive impact in the world. That is what you are capable of. That is the power that lies within your pain. I want you to make a commitment to yourself, a commitment to honor your pain, to learn from it, to use it as a catalyst for growth and transformation, a commitment to turn your pain into power, not just for yourself, but for all those whose lives you touch. Remember, every great story of triumph begins with adversity. Every hero's journey includes moments of doubt, of struggle, of pain. You are the hero of your own story, and your story is still being written. The pain you're experiencing now, it is just a plot twist. It is not the ending. I want you to imagine yourself a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Imagine looking back on this moment, on the pain you are experiencing now. How will you feel knowing that you did not let it break you? That instead, you used it to break through to a new level of strength, of wisdom, of purpose. Your future self is cheering you on. Your future self knows the incredible transformation that is possible when you choose to turn your pain into power. Your future self is proud of you for taking this journey, for doing the hard work, for refusing to give up. When the pain feels overwhelming, when the journey feels too hard, remember why you started. Remember the power that is waiting to be unleashed within you. Remember that every step you take, no matter how small, is a victory. It is a declaration to the universe that you are stronger than your pain. And know this, you are not alone on this journey. There are countless others who have walked this path before you, who have turned their pain into power, who have used their struggles as a springboard to greatness. Draw strength from their stories. Let their triumphs inspire you. Let their resilience fuel your own. But also remember that your journey is unique. Your pain is unique, and so is your power. Do not compare your progress to others. Your only competition is the person you were yesterday. And every day that you choose to keep going, to keep growing, to keep turning your pain into power, you are winning that competition. I want you to start celebrating your small victories. Did you get out of bed today despite feeling weighed down by depression? That is a victory. Did you choose forgiveness instead of resentment? That is a victory. Did you take one small step towards your goals despite your fears? That is a victory. Acknowledge these victories. Celebrate them. They are proof of your growing power. Choose to be resilient. Choose to be strong. Choose to be compassionate with others, yes, but also with yourself. Choose to see the lessons in your pain. Choose to use those lessons to become the best version of yourself. Choose to turn your pain into a power that uplifts not just you, but everyone around you. Because here's the beautiful truth. When you transform your pain into power, you do not just change your own life. You change the world. You become a beacon of hope for others who are still struggling in the darkness of their own pain. You become living proof that it is possible to overcome, to grow, to thrive, even in the face of great adversity. And is not that worth fighting for? Is not that worth persevering for? Is not that worth turning your pain into power for? From this moment forward, commit to seeing your pain not as a burden to bear, but as a gift to unwrap. Commit to using every challenge, every setback, every moment of pain as an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, more compassionate. Commit to turning your pain into a power that not only transforms your own life, but touches and uplifts the lives of others. Because when you do that, when you choose to turn your pain into power, you become unstoppable. You become an inspiration. You become a force for positive change in a world that desperately needs it. Remember, you have within you right now everything you need to overcome whatever challenges lie ahead. You have the strength, you have the resilience, you have the power. It is time to unleash it. Go forth, my friends. Embrace your pain. Learn from it. Grow through it. And most importantly, transform it into a power that lights up not just your life, but the entire world around you. You are stronger than you know. You are more powerful than you can imagine. And your greatest triumphs lie not behind you, but ahead of you. The world is waiting for the unique gift that only you can give, the power that can only emerge from your pain. It is time to rise, time to shine, time to turn that pain into power. The world is waiting. Your future self is waiting. Your best life is waiting. Are you ready? Because your journey of transformation begins now, right here, right in this moment. The power is in your hands. The choice is yours. Turn that pain into power and watch as you become the unstoppable force you were always meant to be. I want you to carry this message in your heart. Your pain is not your destiny. It is your catalyst. It is the fire that will forge you into something stronger, more beautiful, more purposeful than you ever imagined possible. Think about a diamond. Do you know how it is formed? Under immense pressure and heat, deep within the earth. That is what your pain is doing right now. It is applying pressure, it is turning up the heat, but it is not to destroy you. It is to transform you into something precious, something valuable, something that will shine with unparalleled brilliance. Your pain is not a life sentence. It is a life lesson. It is teaching you resilience, empathy, strength. It is showing you what you are made of. And let me tell you, you are made of some pretty incredible stuff. Every scar you bear, whether physical or emotional, is a testament to your strength. It is proof that you have faced adversity and survived. Wear those scars proudly. They are not marks of weakness. They are medals of honor. And remember, your pain does not just have the power to transform you. It has the power to transform others. Your story of overcoming, of resilience, of turning pain into power could be the very thing that gives someone else hope. Your triumph could be their inspiration. I challenge you to share your story. Not despite your pain, but because of it. Let your vulnerability be your strength. Let your struggles be the bridge that connects you to others who are still finding their way. You leave here today, I want you to make a promise to yourself. Promise that you all no longer be a victim of your circumstances, but a victor over them. Promise that you all use your pain as fuel for your purpose. Promise that you all turn every setback into a setup for a comeback. Remember, the oak tree grows strong, not in spite of the wind, but because of it. The wind forces the oak to send its roots deeper, to become more firmly anchored. That is what your pain is doing for you. It is forcing you to dig deeper, to find strength you never knew you had. And here is a powerful truth I want you to hold on to. Your pain may have knocked you down, but it does not get to decide whether you stay down. That decision is yours. And I believe in you. I believe you have the strength to rise, to fight, to turn that pain into power. Go forth from here with your head held high. Face your pain, not with fear, but with determination. Embrace it not as your enemy, but as your teacher. Use it not as an excuse to give up, but as a reason to push forward. You're not defined by your worst day, your deepest pain, or your biggest mistake. You are defined by how you rise above them. You are defined by your courage to keep going when everything in you wants to give up. You are defined by your choice to turn that pain into power. The world is waiting for you. It is waiting for the unique gifts that only you can bring. It is waiting for the light that only you can shine. And that light shines brightest when it emerges from darkness. Let your pain be the catalyst for your growth. Let it be the fuel for your transformation. Let it be the springboard for your greatest achievements. You have everything you need within you right now. The strength, the courage, the resilience. It is all there. Your pain hasn't diminished these qualities. It has revealed them. You step forward into your new life, your life of turning pain into power. Remember this, you are not alone. You are part of a community of warriors, of survivors, of people who refuse to let their pain define them. Draw strength from this community, contribute to it, be inspired by it, and finally, always remember, your pain is not your final chapter. It is just the beginning of your heroic journey, the journey of turning pain into power, the journey of becoming the person you were always meant to be. So go now, write your story, live your truth, turn your pain into power, and in doing so, light up the world with your indomitable spirit. You have got this. I believe in you. Now go out there and show the world what you're made of. Now go forth and conquer. Your best life is waiting. As you embark on this journey of transformation, remember that setbacks are not failures. They are opportunities for growth, chances to reassess your strategy, moments to prove your resilience. Each time you stumble, you learn a new way to stand up stronger. Your pain has given you a unique perspective on life. It has deepened your empathy, sharpened your wisdom, and strengthened your resolve. These are gifts that the world desperately needs. Do not hide them away. Share them generously, for in doing so, you all find that your own healing accelerates. Consider for a moment the great leaders, innovators, and change makers throughout history. Many of them drew their strength and inspiration from their deepest pain. They did not succeed despite their struggles, but because of them. You stand in that same lineage of resilience and transformation. You move forward. Be patient with yourself. Turning pain into power is not an overnight process. It is a journey of small steps, of daily choices, of consistent effort. Celebrate every milestone, no matter how small. Each step forward is a victory worth acknowledging. Remember, the goal is not to erase your pain or pretend it never happened. The goal is to harness it, to channel it into something meaningful and powerful. Your pain can become the engine that drives you toward your dreams, the force that propels you to make a difference in the world. And now, as we conclude, I want to leave you with this final thought. You are standing at the threshold of an extraordinary transformation. The pain that once threatened to break you is about to become the very thing that makes you unbreakable. Your struggles are forging you into a beacon of hope, a testament to the indomitable human spirit. From this day forward, you are not just surviving, you are rising. You are not just enduring, you are transforming. You are turning your pain into a power so magnificent, so inspiring, that it will not only change your life, but touch countless others. This is your moment. Embrace it. Own it, and let your light, born from the depths of your pain, illuminate the world with it. You are powerful beyond measure, resilient beyond imagination, and destined for greatness beyond your wildest dreams. Now go forth and show the world the incredible force you have become. Your pain is your power. Your time is now. Rise and shine. In this moment, right here, right now, you stand at the precipice of greatness. The pain that once threatened to consume you is now the very force that will propel you to heights unimaginable. You're not just a survivor. You are a phoenix rising from the ashes, reborn and more powerful than ever before. Your scars are not marks of weakness, but badges of honor that tell a story of unyielding strength and unbreakable spirit. With every breath you take, you defy the odds. With every step you make, you rewrite your destiny. You are not defined by your past pain, but by the immeasurable power you have cultivated from it. From this day forward, let your transformed pain be the fuel that ignites a fire so bright it illuminates the darkest corners of this world. Let your journey inspire millions, your resilience move mountains, and your newfound power change the very fabric of reality around you. You're no longer a victim of circumstance, but a master of your fate, a captain of your soul. Your pain has not broken you. It has rebuilt you into an unstoppable force of nature. So go forth, not just to face the world, but to reshape it. Your pain is now your greatest power, your mightiest ally, your most potent weapon against adversity. Embrace it, wield it, and let it propel you to a future so bright it outshines the sun itself. You are power personified, resilience incarnate, hope made flesh. Now rise, shine, and set the world ablaze with the brilliance of your transformed spirit.